Broadcasting live from WOUB TV in Athens, this is Newswatch.
It's going to be a lot harder for Athens residents to keep cool this summer. Good evening, I'm Justin Holbrook. Thanks for joining us. Mayor Steve Patterson says pool renovations at the community center will not be completed until either the end of summer or early fall of 2017. Design and engineering firm MSA Sport is working on a new pool design. Potential renovation plans include an 8-lane lap pool, diving well, and a large runout slide. However, despite these lavish ideas, many community members are upset that the pool won't be ready in time to enjoy this summer.
I would say I'm disappointed. Obviously, I'm a type of person that uses the pool quite a bit. I have 2 young kids. They like going to the pool, so certainly not super happy about it.
MSA Sport will be present at an update on the pool at the next City Council meeting on Monday, September 26th. Athens officials want to ban all ATVs and recreational vehicles from being on city streets. That issue has been the center of debate at this week's City Council Transportation Committee meeting. Some council members are concerned about accidents, drunk driving, and distracted driving, while others don't think it's such a bad idea. Supporters say utilizing such vehicles could help alleviate some of the vehicle congestion and parking issues in the city. And an update on a story we brought you on Monday. Alleged drug dealer William Sidney Marshall is being held on a $1 million bond after pleading innocent to charges. Marshall was charged with manufacturing drugs and trafficking and possessing cocaine. Marshall was charged after investigators conducted a search warrant finding over 200 grams of cocaine and over $7 grand in cash. According to the Messenger, he is scheduled for a pretrial hearing on September 29th. Ohio's Transportation Alternatives Program is funding new sidewalks for the city of Nelsonville. The city will receive nearly $1.7 million next summer. Nelsonville will be responsible for at least 5% of construction costs and 100% of planning and acquisition costs. The Messenger report the total construction cost is estimated at $1.77 million, with the city's construction share to be just over $88,000.
Well, we're halfway through September, but it still feels like summer out there. Good evening and welcome to the Newswatch Weather Center. I'm Allison Gens. Right now in Athens, it's 77 degrees and we do have a mix of sun and clouds out there. We did see a few spotty showers around the region earlier, and those are looking to continue throughout the night. Winds are north 6 miles per hour. Looking around the region, temperatures are still pretty warm out, even as we're nearing our sunset. 79 in Newark, 78 in Cambridge, 77 in New Lexington, 80 in Marietta, and 82 in Ironton. Now, overnight tonight, we did see, like I said, some of those showers a little bit earlier. That slight chance of showers is continuing through our evening and into our nighttime hours. So at 8 p.m., we have a chance of showers and 75 degrees. Then that starts to clear up around midnight with 69 degrees as the high, and then see some decreasing clouds, and those conditions start to dry up. So it looks like it's going to start to clear up as we head into your Friday.
Ashland police have confirmed that one of the 2 bodies found at the Ashland County home on Tuesday is 43-year-old Stacy Stanley. Stanley went missing from Huron County last week, according to police. New records also show Sean Grates' criminal record. It dates back to 1996 and includes abduction, theft, and assault. CNN's Megan Hickey has the details.
The Richland County Sheriff told me he's encountered some very sick people in his career, and one of them is sitting in the Ashland County Jail.
There's a lot of weird sick people in this world, and you know, you try to deal with all of them and you know, try to make sense out of it, and you can't always make sense out of it.
40-year-old Sean Michael Grate is being held on a kidnapping charge after a 911 call from a woman being held in this house against her will. When police arrived, they discovered the victim and the dead bodies of 2 other women, leaving the local families of missing persons to wonder if their loved ones were involved.
So there's only 3 people missing in Ashland, and one of them was your mom.
I'm hoping it's not her. I'm hoping that she's still alive.
And calling out to police for answers during a press conference this afternoon.
You cannot even consider her a missing person.
Tonight, we've just learned that the remains of the 2 persons found inside the home are older than the 2 high-profile missing persons in Ashland. In another horrific turn of events, the suspect then admitted to a different murder, telling police he killed another woman in June and left her body in the woods. a tip that turned out to be true.
A body has been located, and we are in the process of identifying that individual.
The prosecutor's office tells me they have an idea who that victim might be, but the body's decomposition will require extraordinary methods to ID. As for the suspect, investigators believe Greats was a homeless man, often spotted in areas like these.
He spent a lot of time in Richland County, Ashland County, and stays in wooded areas, abandoned houses, and so forth.
So this guy was not on your radar previous to this, though?
No, he was not.
Again, one of those bodies found is the body of Stacy Stanley. The second body found at the same address has not been identified yet. Greats' other charges include domestic violence, burglary, and drug abuse. Stay tuned to WOUB.org for up-to-date details on the story. A federal appeals court has blocked rules requiring precise completion of thousands of absentee ballots in Ohio. The decision affirmed the ruling of a lower court, which rejected absentee ballot requirements for birth date and address entries. The court, however, disagreed that other challenge election laws were burdensome or disparately affected minorities. You can now check the status of your retirement account with just a few clicks. Financial information from Ohio's 5 public pension funds has been added to the state's online checkbook site. The launch of the pension section was announced yesterday by State Treasurer Josh Mandel. The site now includes more than $700 million in expenditures. Ohio is cracking down on pet abuse. The new law makes it a 5th-degree felony to knowingly cause serious physical harm to a companion animal. It went into effect Tuesday. People punished under the law could face between 6 months and 1 year in prison and fines up to $2,500. America's middle class is finally getting a raise. We'll tell you what job you could be doing to put more money in your pocket. That story plus Donald Trump may not be releasing his tax returns, but he is sitting down with Dr. Oz. What Trump's physical results say about his ability to run the country when Newswatch returns.
University students really have a huge sense of pride in our campus, in our school, and in our education.
People don't come to Ohio just to go to college. They come here to become a Bobcat.
It's a really unique atmosphere.
Bobcat pride is having that natural camaraderie.
Bobcats are just happy to be Bobcats.
My favorite time of year at Ohio has to be homecoming.
When the alumni come back, you can see that the love of this university doesn't fade.
Once you're a Bobcat, you're always a Bobcat.
Friday nights are all about high school football, but when the games are over and the helmets come off, it's time for some gridiron glory. I'm your host, Danny Dean, back under center. Don't miss a play this season. Join myself and the rest of our team on Friday nights at 11:30 on WOUB, and catch us again on Saturday mornings at 11:30. We are committed to bringing you the stories of players, coaches, and communities, and of course, we can't forget about some highlights. We all know there's nothing better than Friday nights and gridiron glory.
I knew that I wanted to come to Ohio University from the very first time I visited here.
There's something about the campus that grabs you.
It was really comforting.
Very welcoming.
It's one thing to write down your name and your GPA and that kind of stuff and send it in. It's another thing entirely to be here and see how great it is.
The campus here is just electric.
Absolutely gorgeous. Everything just looked really college-like.
I looked at my mom and I said, "This is it." And she said, "The tour's just started." I said, "No, you don't understand. This is it."
My professors really care. They care about my grades, they care about my opportunities, they care about my experiences, they want me to succeed.
They give those opportunities to the students.
My professors have been extremely approachable.
Literally, their door is always open.
You can go to them with pretty much anything.
Everyone knows your first and your last name and where you sit in the classroom.
I really never feel like I'm being talked down to or just being taught material. I always feel like I'm having a conversation.
And they want to share those opportunities and those experiences with us.
As Hillary Clinton battles pneumonia, Americans are sizing up the health of both presidential candidates. Donald Trump revealed more of his health information today, but both candidates are under pressure to do more. Scott McLean reports.
With Hillary Clinton sidelined by pneumonia, Donald Trump is trying to prove he is fit to serve as president.
This last week I took a physical, and I'll be releasing when the numbers come in. Hopefully they're going to be good.
Trump shared a one-page summary of his physical with Dr. Oz in an episode of his daytime show set to air on Thursday.
He read through a number of things. Dr. Oz was, he was impressed.
Most of the time he didn't really answer the questions directly, so it was probably flattering for him, although I don't think if you're paying attention he didn't really answer anything.
A statement from the show says Dr. Oz reviewed Trump's family medical history, heart health, and medications. Trump has repeatedly questioned Clinton's fitness to serve, but since her pneumonia diagnosis, he has declined to question her health directly. Both candidates have released far less health information than past nominees.
The losers are very clearly American voters. We're getting the runaround from both camps at the moment, and until they, get serious and really give us hard evidence, we can't really make judgments about either candidate's health.
Dr. Oz's daytime audience skews predominantly female, giving Trump a platform to win over a demographic he's struggling to connect with. But Trump's overall campaign seems to be gaining strength as polls tighten, and a new Bloomberg poll of Battleground, Ohio shows Trump leading by 5 points. But Hillary Clinton plans to be healthy and back on the campaign trail tomorrow. In Washington, I'm Scott McLean.
Just hours earlier, Hillary Clinton's campaign released new health information. Clinton's doctor is saying that other than her mild case of pneumonia, she is physically normal and mentally sound. For the first time since 2007, median income rose 5.2% since last year. Mary Maloney tells you what industries are joined to earn higher salaries in the coming year.
Looking for a job? According to salary guides from staffing firm Robert Half, the 5 industries it monitors will see increases in starting salaries next year. Here are the industries we're talking about: accounting and finance, creative and marketing, administrative and office support, legal, and technology.
These individuals are in such high demand that it means that the companies have to pay a higher starting salary in addition to other perks in order to attract these individuals and retain them.
Which could mean more money in your pocket. If you're in the market for a new gig, do your research and perhaps go back to school to beef up on your skills.
Employers today are looking for soft skills, leadership skills, presentation skills. Honestly, that combined with the technical abilities is what's landing jobs today.
For Consumer Watch, I'm Mary Maloney.
The U.S. Census Bureau also reported the poverty rate has ticked down to 13.5% in 2015 from 14.8% a year earlier. On Wall Street today, cheaper oil and a talk of Fed rate hike left stocks edging lower. Here's a look at stocks of local interest. Over 1 million people in the U.S. suffer from Crohn's disease, but now a new study may have found a breakthrough to help people suffering from this debilitating disease. That story's still ahead.
Hot temperatures are still sticking around and some rain is on the way. I'll tell you more about that in my forecast coming up next.
Professors really care. They care about my grades, they care about my opportunities, they care about my experiences, they want me to succeed.
They give those opportunities to the students.
My professors have been extremely approachable.
Literally, their door is always open.
You can go to them with pretty much anything.
Everyone knows your first and your last name and where you sit in the classroom.
I really never feel like I'm being talked down to or just being taught material. I always feel like I'm having a conversation.
And they want to share those opportunities and those experiences with us.
Ohio University students really have a huge sense of pride in our campus, in our school, and in our education.
People don't come to Ohio just to go to college. They come here to become a Bobcat.
It's a really unique atmosphere.
Bobcat pride is having that natural camaraderie.
Bobcats are just happy to be Bobcats.
My favorite time of year at Ohio has to be homecoming.
When the alumni come back, you can see that the love of this university doesn't fade.
Once you're a Bobcat, you're always a Bobcat.
I knew that I wanted to come to Ohio University from the very first time I visited here.
There's something about the campus that grabs you.
It was really comforting.
Very welcoming.
It's one thing to write down your name and your GPA GPA and that kind of stuff and send it in. It's another thing entirely to be here and see how great it is.
The campus here is just electric.
Absolutely gorgeous. Everything just looked really college-like.
I looked at my mom and I said, "This is it." And she said, "The tour's just started." I said, "No, you don't understand. This is it."
Friday nights are all about high school football, but when the games are over and the helmets come off, it's time for some gridiron glory. I'm your host, Danny Dean, back under center. Don't miss a play this season. Join myself and the rest of our team on Friday nights at 11:30 on WOUB and catch us again on Saturday mornings at 11:30. We are committed to bringing you the stories of players, coaches, and communities, and of course, we can't forget about some highlights. We all know there's nothing better than Friday nights and gridiron glory.
Good evening and welcome back to the Newswatch Weather Center. I'm Allison Gens. Right now in Athens, it's 77 degrees and we do have winds north at 6 miles per hour, and we do have some mostly cloudy skies out there as we're seeing some showers throughout the region. Now, temperatures are right now in the upper 70s, 77 in New Lexington, 80 in Marietta, 80 also in Ripley, and 82 in Ironton. Our almanac today shows that we were a lot warmer than our average temperature. 87 degrees was our high. Normally we should only expect around 78 degrees for this time of year. Our record was 95 degrees set back in 1998. Now look, our precipcast tonight is showing that we do have high pressure that's moving its way out. That's being replaced by a cold front moving its way in this evening. That's what's giving us those pop-up showers and tonight, but it is going to keep, temperatures are going to remain warm as this cold front works its way through. And tomorrow, that low pressure has moved its way out of our region and it's going to be replaced back again with high pressure, going to keep conditions dry, not much to worry about as you head out to work or school tomorrow. We'll have sunny skies and warm temperatures, but another cold front and low pressure is going to begin working its way in as we head into Thursday night and Friday and into Saturday, and that's going to start to bring us those chance of rain showers that you might be seeing for this weekend. Now, our overnight temperatures tonight, temperatures dropping into the upper 50s. We have 57 in Cambridge, 58 in New Martinsville, 59 in Marietta, 63 in Ripley, and then we do have a slight chance of showers mostly before 10 p.m. tonight, and otherwise mostly cloudy skies throughout the evening with decreasing clouds as we head into our morning. Now tomorrow, temperatures warming up into the upper 70s and low 80s, 78 in Cambridge, 79 in New Lexington, 82 in Athens, and 85 in Ironton. With a mix of sun and clouds, we'll see some partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies throughout the day. Tonight, temperatures again 60 degrees here in Athens. We'll see some isolated rain showers through the night. Might not much to worry about if you're heading out tonight. Just maybe bring that umbrella along as an extra precaution. And otherwise, mostly cloudy skies and winds will be northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow morning, as you take your kids off to the bus stop, it's going to be a warm morning already around 7 a.m. Partly cloudy skies, and it is going to be a humid start to the morning, but you'll start to feel that humidity decreasing as we head into the afternoon hours. Winds will be calm, and those rain showers should have worked their way out, so you should be expecting to see dry conditions at the bus stop. Now tomorrow, warming up to 82 degrees with mostly sunny skies and calm conditions throughout the day because of that high pressure. Winds light and variable. Now looking at your extended forecast, you can see 86 degrees for your Friday, but that you end your work week, it will be nice weather, but then as we head into your weekend, it looks like a chance of showers begins to move their way in. So if you're heading out to the Pawpaw Festival this weekend, you might be seeing some showers, so take along an umbrella and wear some rain boots, because those might be affecting your weekend plans. Temperatures will stay warm though as we head into next week. Send it over to Justin.
Thanks, Allison. Nearly 1.5 million people across the U.S. suffer from diseases like ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease. They are chronic conditions that last a lifetime. They can be treated, but so far there's no cure. But now scientists in British Columbia think they've made a discovery that can improve the health and quality of life for people suffering from Crohn's disease. Kim Hutcherson has more in today's Health Minute.
Crohn's disease is a chronic bowel condition that causes inflammation in the gastrointestinal tract. Symptoms can include abdominal pain, severe diarrhea, weight loss, and malnutrition. Now, researchers believe they've made a discovery that could lead to new treatments for Crohn's and other inflammatory diseases. Researchers at the University of British Columbia were studying fibrosis, thick scarring caused by inflammation. It can block the intestines and lead to the destruction of tissue. UBC scientists say they've discovered a mutation that blocks the development of fibrosis.
We found a population of cells that seems to drive fibrosis in Crohn's disease, and we found a way of targeting those cells so that we can dampen them down and prevent fibrosis.
They say the discovery could help people who have tissue scarring from other health issues like heart attacks and muscle degeneration, or who suffer from inflammatory conditions like liver cirrhosis or chronic kidney disease. For today's Health Minute, I'm Kim Hutcherson.
According to researchers, the next step will be to test drugs to see if they can stop or reverse fibrosis in mice. And now over to Sean Neidig for sports.
Thanks, Justin. Some important news coming out of the NFL this morning. I'll fill you in on a new $100 million commitment from the league. And don't forget about America's pastime. The season's winding down, but Cleveland and Cincinnati baseball is still going strong. Recaps of last night's game and a look ahead to the night next on Newswatch. And stay ahead to WOUB. Here's a look at what's coming up next on your television station.
Friday nights are all about high school football, but when the games are over and the helmets come off, it's time for some gridiron glory. I'm your host, Danny Dean, back under center. Don't miss a play this season. Join myself and the rest of our team on Friday nights at 11:30 on WOUB and catch us again on Saturday mornings at 11:30. We are committed to bringing you the stories of players, coaches, and communities, and of course, we can't forget about some highlights. We all know there's nothing better than Friday nights and gridiron glory.
Ohio University students really have a huge sense of pride in our campus, in our school, and in our education.
People don't come to Ohio just to go to college. They come here to become a Bobcat.
It's a really unique atmosphere.
Bobcat pride is having that natural camaraderie.
Bobcats are just happy to be Bobcats.
My favorite time of year at Ohio has to be homecoming.
When the alumni come back, you can see that the love of this university doesn't fade.
Once you're a Bobcat, you're always a Bobcat.
My professors really care. They care about my grades, they care about my opportunities, they care about my experiences, they want me to succeed.
They give those opportunities to the students.
My professors have been extremely approachable.
Literally, their door is always open.
You can go to them with pretty much anything.
Everyone knows your first and your last name and where you sit in the classroom.
I really never feel like I'm being talked down to or just being taught material. I always feel like I'm having a conversation.
And they want to share those opportunities and those experiences with us.
I knew that I wanted to come to Ohio University from the very first time I visited here.
There's something about the campus that grabs you.
It was really comforting.
Very welcoming.
It's one thing to write down your name and your GPA and that kind of stuff and send it in. It's another thing entirely to be here and see how great it is.
The campus here is just electric.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Everything just looked really college-like.
I looked at my mom and I said, "This is it." And she said, "The tour's just started." I said, "No, you don't understand. This is it."
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Sean Neidig. It was beautiful weather all this week for the first tournament of Ohio men's golf season. The Bobcats teed off at the Joe Fagan Marshall Invitational on Monday and wrapped things up yesterday. The team placed 11th overall with a 3-round score of 875. Senior Ty Harrio paced the Bobcats with a 3-under 207, tied for 5th place. His 207 was a career best for 3 rounds and was tied for the 3rd best 3-round score in program history. His performance also got him nominated for the Mid-American Conference Men's Golfer of the Week. And from the Lynx to the Diamond, Cleveland baseball is back in action on the south side tonight, trying to avoid a 3rd straight loss to the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox exploded for 7 runs in the 6th inning last night and won 8-1. Josh Tomlin takes the mound for Cleveland tonight in his first start since August 30th. In his past 7 appearances, Tomlin is 0-5 with an 11.06 ERA. He'll be going up against left-hander Carlos Rodon for the Sox. Cleveland has been outscored 19-5 in the 2 previous games in this series, so the AL Central leaders are going to have to get the bats going tonight. And while Cleveland is looking for a win, Cincinnati can't lose. The Reds are hoping for their 2nd series sweep in a row tonight against the Milwaukee Brewers. The Redlegs have outscored the Brewers 9-4 in 2 games, with the series finale starting tonight at 7:10. Tim Adelman gets the ball for Cincinnati in what will be his 10th appearance of the season. On May 6th earlier this season, Adelman beat the Brewers by allowing only 1 run over 5 innings. The Reds may be in last place in the NL Central, but have won 5 of 6 against the Brewers this season. And a big move out of the NFL today, Commissioner Roger Goodell announced this morning that the league is committing $100 million to a new concussion and player safety initiative. The announcement was made in a letter from Commissioner Goodell posted on the NFL's Play Smart, Play Safe website. Over the next 5 years, the league will put $60 million towards developing new technology, including safer helmets, and $40 million to medical research with a focus on brain science. The league is also establishing an independent advisory board to look into the long-term effects of head injuries and concussions. The letter also hinted at further possible changes to kickoffs. And an NFL owner is speaking out not on head injuries, but on player protests. Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones thanked his team for not kneeling or making other demonstrations during the national anthem. San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick started kneeling during the anthem during the preseason to bring attention to racial injustice in America. Over the past weekend, players around the league kneeled or raised their fists during the anthem. Free speech in the NFL has been a hot topic over the past few weeks, and now the league is limiting what fans can put on the back of custom jerseys. Today, the NFL shop has restricted fans from choosing Harambe as the name on the back of custom jerseys. When fans try to enter Harambe as the name, an error message appears. Harambe was the gorilla from the Cincinnati Zoo that was killed over the summer after a child fell into the gorilla habitat. So that's it for sports. I'm Sean Neidig. Back over to Justin.
Tom Brady may be suspended, but his face is still popping up at games. After a controversial battle with the NFL, Tom Brady is taking some mandatory time off, but a mystery man in a Tom Brady mask popped up at the Patriots-Cardinals game Sunday, delighting and freaking out spectators, who immediately spread word on social media with the hashtag #FakeBrady. The MVP imposter even crashed the Today Show, showing off his nightmare-inducing good looks that are keeping Brady fans enthralled while he's off the field. And we'll go over to one more look at weather. Over to you, Allison.
Thanks, Justin. Well, let's take a final look at your forecast tonight. 60 degrees as your low temperature, with the chance to see some isolated showers across the region tonight, with mostly cloudy skies otherwise, and winds northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now tomorrow, warming up to 82 degrees. We're still seeing temperatures in the 80s, even though we are halfway through September. Mostly sunny skies, and we'll have calm conditions throughout the day with winds light and variable. Looking at your extended forecast here on Friday, 86 degrees for your high with nice warm temperatures, but then by Saturday some rain showers begin to move their way through. Temperatures still staying warm though, 85 degrees, and then by Sunday 81 degrees as your high, a little bit cooler, but with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms, but those showers move out by Monday with 82 degrees with a mix of sun and clouds, and then by Tuesday, still partly cloudy skies with 83 degrees. Temperatures in the evening dropping though. We see 53 degrees as your low, and then 85 for Wednesday with mostly sunny skies. So we're keeping around those warm temperatures as we're heading toward our mid and end of September.
I tell you what, Allison, I'm not excited about that rain this weekend, but I'm glad the temperatures are staying around the 80s. And that does it for our broadcast this evening. Thanks for watching. I'm Justin Holbrook. Stay tuned for the PBS NewsHour coming up next. And remember, you can find the latest news anytime at WOUB.org. Have a great night.
Friday nights are all about high school football, but when the games are over and the helmets come off, it's time for some gridiron glory. I'm your host, Danny Dean, back under center. Don't miss a play this season. Join myself and the rest of our team on Friday nights at 11:30 on WOUB and catch us again on Saturday mornings at 11:30. We are committed to bringing you the stories of players, coaches, and communities. And of course, we can't forget about some highlights. We all know there's nothing better than Friday nights and gridiron glory.